Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 354. Wow, we are having a great day. I just want to start off with a huge shout out to all my Xenon family. We see you. Shout out to our YouTube families on both 0x Degens and Player One Taco. To our entire Twitch community, and then also to our LinkedIn friends and our Telegram boys and our Twitter family. And one of the cool things that we're actually doing right now is we might be we're setting up an Unlonely account. And so we're going to be talking about a couple of things. Or TacoBytes. And so we are signing up with Unlonely, and we're gonna showcase you who they are, and just so you can learn about Unlonely. It is another Web3 streaming platform. This is directly to their feed, and we're gonna hand you their Twitter as well. Give us 1 second. I see you, John Moore, over there on Xenon. And so, but this is one of the great things about being a streamer, content creator, is you can stream to multiple places at once, and you're just building different communities, and you're bringing them together because you're providing information. So it is, let's go with TacoBytes. And so now with Lonely or Unlonely, and let me get you their Twitter as well. Woohoo! We have, our own new channel. And so let's see if this Unlonely app, this is who we are gonna start streaming on. And we have a stream key and a URL. And so we're gonna plug that into our StreamYard, and we're gonna have some fun with this. This is gonna be a blast. So let's see how quickly we can build through some things there. And so this is just one of those things as we're building out. This is their Twitter, and this is just another way to be able to get your content out there more and more. And we're going to be, so don't worry, we're going to be talking about Rare Evo. We're going to be talking about permissionless. We're going to be talking about Breathe Conference. We're going to be talking about Masari mainnet. This is something literally happened in the last 30 minutes. Found out about it. Why not? Go shout hi to the community and joining the Unlonely app family. Later today or tomorrow's episode. So yeah, um, it's just one of those things that as more things come on chain, um, it's going to be, this is just another aspect, another way of building yourself out as a content creator, and I've been doing this now for 5 years. I've been creating content, started off with Taco Tuesdays, and big Viking updates, Crypto Viking 101, interviewing projects and then having them explain it like a 4 year, as I said, to a Viking, best interview ever. I think someone they're like, oh, okay. Ah, I thought that was, so, um, you know, uh, let's see here, and so this is sort of what we're going through. So like I said, I'm gonna do our classics, and yesterday we had a fun time with the scammer of scams, and so that was a total blast, um, and it was not really, I found it funny. I do not ever recommend doing that, just because you never know what you might get. um, I had uh, a little bit more confidence in what I was doing, doesn't mean, when you mess with fire, you can get burnt, and so um, the best thing to do with scammers is to not even interact with them as soon as you recognize them. And so what I wanted to talk about today was First Rare Evo. It's happening in Denver, the 24th through the 26th, and you know just sort of wanted to showcase, at the Gaylord, not the Gaylord. Is it at the Gaylord? It is at the Gaylord. And so a lot of cool stuff. A lot of great founders are going to be there talking about amazing things, and just it's going to be a blast. The amount of tech that's going to be there. I wanted to go through the booth map real quick, so that you could see who's there, and what is coming up there. And so, Cardano Foundation, Hive blockchain, V chain, so input output, HK, IOHK is Richard Hoskinson's foundation, behind Cardano, M Labs, Hosky, Cornucopius, ADAO, Summons, VFi, NewNet, EZO, Sappy Seals is going to be there, Decentral Games, um, Anvil, Maestro, Book.io is going to be there, Blitz, TCG. It looks like there's 2 booths still available. Undead Blocks is going to be there. Clarity Protocol. There's Avagachi's going to be there. Crypto Unicorns, World Mobile, Rare Network, Crypto Chips, Bitmain, Orcfax. There's also a huge podcast booth. There's going to be some amazing media people there, some really good friends, Loudmouth, Ashley Decan, Cassius Cuvée, Adam is going to be leading, doing a huge pieces there. I think Mind Your Biz is also going to be around there. DZ from Around the Blocks. There's going to be a huge piece there. Some of my biggest friends over at Snapbrilla are going to be there as well. And hey, one of the newest additions is Ben token, Ben.eth. So if you really want to go learn about that, or go do something there, that's where you can go. And so we'll send out an event piece for that, just so you can learn a little bit more about Rare Evo, and who's going to be there. But really, what's really amazing is the speaker lineup, and about who's going to be there talking about what's building. There's just so much going on. So we'll send out our ticket link, if you want to get a ticket. I think we have a discount ticket link, but this, some of the who's coming piece, Wendy, FedEx is going to be there, Microsoft, Activision's going to be there, Singularity Net, Janet Adams. So I don't think Dr. Ben Goritz is going to be there too. VeChain, Cardano. Let's see here. EZO is going to be there. World Mobile. Splinterlands. You like those card games? You like those strategic turn-based card games? Splinterlands is amazing and fun. Wendy O, from the O Show. Rachel Wolfson from Deep Dive Podcast. She puts out amazing content. Let's see here, through the roster that else who I know. So yeah, DZ, BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong, Tiffany Fong is going to be there, Cassandra Wolf, AJ Pleasanton, Cassius Cuvée. Cash is amazing individual. I've met Michael Guy briefly. Really cool dude. I love his take on just empowering players in play to earn games. Joey Ingram, I know. Lena from Clay Nation, co-founder. Clay Nation is an amazing Cardano NFT project. Issy as well. Ashley Decan, Brooke Lacey. If you don't know who Brooke is, she's amazing. She is just a blast of a person. Always has, she's a human like everyone else. She goes through ups and downs. But Brooke is just an amazing person. Blonde Broker, no. Dahlia, Shelby Stardust, Wabs. I don't know Trist. I know Stormer. Hosky is also going to be there. Ben Hart, from M Labs. Loudmouth is going to be there. We have some really cool people. Let's see here. Who else do I know that's going to be there? Jay Chains is going to be there. Jay Chains is an amazing. Doug Hype, obviously. He's really good. He's a fun guy. If you have not seen Doug in his fur coat that he wears no matter what the temperature is, be in for a blast on that. And then Subcritical. So, and also Jenny. So, it's really funny how I know these people by their face, but most obviously by their PFPs. So, Rare Evo is going to be kicking off shortly. I think 21 days from now, 3 weeks. So get ready. I will get that out there for you guys, but the speakers are going to be amazing. And so the agenda of the talks, decentralization, ownership, power, but also one of the things focusing on is regulation and centralized exchanges and how to do it right. Where does that trust come from, and how do projects build trust? So some really cool stuff there. Just really, really great to see. So that's going to be Rare Evo. Next up, we have Permissionless in Austin, Texas. And so we will, let's see here. We have some really cool stuff. I think we have a we have a, yep. They have the full Blockworks permissionless piece. So this is Blockworks. We do have an invite code for that. I think it's like 70% off. And so some real cool stuff happening there. You know, uh, and we have a lot of great interviews lined up with some amazing projects. So really excited to see, uh, you know, what they do. Um, and what's going to be going on there is just going to be amazing. So be prepared for 70% off tickets. That's going to be September 11th through the 13th. And so some of the big people there that are speaking, Eric Voorhees, Caitlin Long, there's going to be a ton. Solana Foundation, Raj Gokal is going to be there. Jesse Pollock from Base, Hong Feng from OKX, Stani Kulikov from Aave. Let's see here. Who else do we know? Friends with Benefits, Trevor McCready's. Let's see. Compound Labs, I know. Doodles, Julian Hooligan. Michael Anderson from Framework Ventures. Let's see. Luca Netz from Pudgy Penguins. So I actually have a one-on-one interview scheduled with Luca Netz. Unfortunately, he doesn't know yet if he's going to be in Singapore for Token 2049 or in Austin for Permissionless. So that one, we are still going to find out. Sunny Agarwal from Osmosis Labs is going to be there. Kraken, Guy Hirsch is going to be there. Let's see. Kevin Owaki from Gitcoin, the founder of Gitcoin, is also going to be there. Amazing person. Gitcoin has done so much for the ecosystem. Disenfranchised voices having a chance to build and get funding. Some really cool stuff there. Egen Layer founder, Scream Cunnin, know that. Let's see. Mihailo Balajek from Polygon. I butcher his name every time I can. MoonPay. And so Keith Grossman is always amazing to listen to. Unfortunately, I do work for Banksa, and so Banksa always is better than MoonPay in my eyes. We have Kristen Smith from the Blockchain Association and Government Blockchain, Ben Jones from Optimism. Let's see here. We have, who else do I know? Dina Burke from Boys Club. Some really cool people are going to be coming at Permissionless. So one of the things that's really going to be interesting is Brian Quintez from A16 Crypto. I also know, I know of him. A lot of regulators. It's really cool to see so many regulators and federal and state officials. So I don't know these individuals because they're just starting to come out of the woodwork because crypto is starting to have an impact and having to be added to their platform. Who would have thought that we would have to get a federal official to talk about some shit coin like Pepe? But it's amazing. Obviously that's a far off case, but having that DeFi as a talking point and part of someone's positions, what is your stance on taxes? What is your stance on blockchain? What is your stance on DeFi? And what is your stance on employment? So it's really cool to see so many federal regulators. Now, are they doing it to, because, elections are right around the corner? Obviously. I'm not dumb, but This is stuff with it when they're at a conference, they get to see firsthand how a lot of these projects actually work. They get to experience them. They get to try out onboarding processes. They get to see some of the safety measures that are put in place to protect people. And they one of the biggest things that they learn is that this big old crypto scam is no more dangerous than your grandma sending Target gift cards to the IRS because someone, that's how they're going to, this IRS bill that they never thought they had is going to get paid off with Target gift cards, or they're going to lose their house by tomorrow. And the Social Security police are going to arrest them. Now, that is a horrible, horrible thing that happens. It happens regularly. But when people try to say this is like the only place where scams happen, we have to be more cognizant that it is not. Criminals get blockchain because it's easy. They go after easy marks because the education is pushed so far down that we have instead people that make 40-minute videos teaching you how to do nothing. So you subscribe and like to their comments, and the only way that I've been able to actually make any bit of a following is by going and actually talking to people. I've gone through 8 YouTube channels in the last 6 years because, crypto was banned for so long, or the content that I talked about, because I make content showing people how to walk through things step by step, real quick. I can't make people's choices for them, but I'm going to teach them how to make those choices. So it's really cool to see regulators, people that have positions of power in regulation, see how easy and safe it can be if we just promote more education. Some of the other people that are going to be speaking at Permissionless, we have Maverick Protocol. I know a little bit on them. Warner Brothers Discovery Sports. So as we see WB Sports move more into blockchain, we're going to see some amazing stuff there. One of the people that I'm really looking forward to is Alex Cutler, the Velodrome founder. So it's a huge DEX on Optimism. Love it. Yes, I don't really consider it a competitor because my DEX is on Moonbeam, Polkadot. And so, it's going to be cool. People talk about how soon we're going to get Web 2 into Web 3. AWS, Amazon Web Services, literally has a Web 3 blockchain specialist, John Liu. He's been around for a minute on a bunch of other projects. A super smart guy. He is their head of product and product designs at Amazon Web Services. So if you don't know someone who's going to be making blockchain at an infrastructure level so that people are going to be using blockchain and not even know it, John Liu is going to do that. So that's going to be some amazing stuff to hear what they're coming out with. And it's really cool because you get to try these things out. One of the people that's going to probably be the most loved by the people, most hated by the regulators, is John Zettler from Coinbase. He's their staking product lead. So staking has services on Coinbase have had some contention in multiple different states. So we'll see how that gets attempted and who he gets put on a panel with. Phantom, I love Solana. Phantom has their wallet, is now multi-chain with ETH and Polygon. I wish I could add some more networks to that rather than that, but hey, you got to start somewhere. Fidelity is going to be there. You think small-time players aren't only in this? Big money is here. Everyone's getting ready for the Bitcoin ETF. That is coming up. The Federal Register of Laws has already been updated based off of BlackRock's rules outlines of how to provide that service. So if you don't think it's on the horizon, whether you think it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, let me know in the comments and why, so that I'm either aligned with you. I see the good on it and I see the bad on it, and I see how quickly it can get ugly. You know, I think my friend Somi put out. I saw a video last night. He thinks Bitcoin ETF is going to be the end of blockchain society. I don't think so. You know, well, and that's when he's like in the worst case scenario. He thinks, you know, that I want to wear fuzzy slippers because I have good posture and a squeaky chair. You hear my chair squeaking? It's because it's squeaking so quietly, but it's squeaking. And so Somi, you know, has this view of if people don't take custody, that assets might be over monetized and multiplied. And so, meaning more assets will be printed than actually exist. We've seen this happen many times. Hopefully, there's enough transparency and the SEC does their job good enough to keep this in line with what's actually out there. Since this is the first of its product, I think everyone's eyes are going to be on it for at least a few years. You know, at least 6 months. Come on, we have to have some faith in this process. Just a little faith. Don't have to have much, but we got to have a little. Let them dig their own graves. Let's not predetermine outcomes and have self-fulfilling prophecies. So some of the other really cool pieces, a lot of Coinbase is going to be there. PayPal is going to be there. PayPal actually just launched a stable coin today. You can get it on exchanges. You can get it, you know, soon. I think it will also be on Uniswap. So go PayPal. Rocket Pool is going to be there for ETH staking. And Stride Labs, Jito Labs for Jito Soul. Their Solana staking. Let's see here. Cube Exchange, Ripple. If you don't know Ripple, you know, Ripple is the overhead company of XRP Labs, and Ripple Labs is XRP, and all of the payment processing pieces that XRP provides and the railways. Argus Labs is going to be there. Llama and Llama DAO. Let's see. Ava Labs, so John Woo from Avalanche, Arbitrum. Let's see. Who else do we know? Blockworks. Michael's going to be there. MacBrennan Pete, DeFi Maximus, MarginFi is going to be there. Margin Labs, Margin Research. So this is he's gonna be an amazing person to, you know, if you don't know about MarginFi, it's a great piece there, building some amazing things. What's really cool is I've gotten to set up interviews with a lot of these people so far. So super excited with this. I'm gonna have a blast. Who knows? We might be on stage once or twice. But it's gonna be, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So I'll get the permissionless ticket link out soon. I think I convinced them to give me a 70% off discount ticket because I was like, no more than like 20 people will use it. But I think I was able to convince them to use it. So we'll see. And I think 20% off would get you, or 70% off would make $1,000 ticket, you know, $300, $700 ticket. It would be, you know, be pretty good. And I think it can also be used on a student ticket, so making it like $30. So, you know, who knows? You know, there's also a hackathon. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff with permissionless going on. And so we're really excited to see that. And we hope that you enjoy the time as we're on the road to permissionless. We've done a lot with them. So, and that's going to be in Austin, September 11th through the 13th. Right after that, from the 13th to the 15th is Breathe Conference. We just want to take a quick minute to reset the room, shout out to everyone that's joining us on. Oh shoot! I think we might have gotten stuck there. Let's redo that. Um, you know, want to shout out to TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode 354. Shout out to the Xenon family. Shout out to next episode is also going to be streaming live on Unlonely app, another blockchain video platform, streaming Taco token, another Taco token. Woohoo! So, content creators that are able to earn, sell tokens, or people are able to buy tokens, set that price for a token, and I guess, pay people to do stuff, or pay to ask questions and tip. So some really cool stuff there on chain. So will be really cool to see how that goes for that. So we're really excited to add another streaming platform as we get this more and more out there. So just be on the lookout for that as we get that going. So this will be fun. That's what this always is. Today we're talking about Rare Evo, Permissionless, Breathe, and Masari Mainnet. And so, we are, let's see here. We are having to reconnect to something. So it's one of those slow days. No, it's not a slow day. But let's see here. Disconnect. And then let's see here. We do that. So next up, we're going to be talking about Breathe Conference. I do have a discount token for that. I am helping with Breathe with some of the sponsors coming on, as there's a few booths still available for it. It's going to be in Vegas from the 13th through the 15th. It's going to be mainly, its biggest aim is about new user acquisition and funding. So early entry projects. So like that first line, that project that people would meet in Web3, like a service that has a blockchain integration. So those forward-facing companies. So this is going to be about new user acquisitions, as well as VC funding, and getting funding to build out that next layer that you might be doing. So there's going to be some really cool stuff going on there. I'm going to push this out real quick, and so that you'll be able to find them. And then I will also get the ticket link out later today, so that if you do want to go, you can get a really good deal on going. Some of the big speakers that we have going to be there, Crimson Clad, Wendy O, Crypto.com is going to be there. Polygon is going to be there. Darcy Donovan, Tron DAO, NASA is going to be there as well. The Vegas Golden Knights is coming there from Foley Entertainment Group. So how integration of sports. Lisa Loud, Lori Rodriguez, Loudmouth, and I think I'm speaking as well, possibly. Alex Furr, Ash Young. We have Non-Fun, Bobby Katuna. Non-Frub is a pretty cool platform. We have the Las Vegas Association of Realtors and the Blockchain Committee, Brett Jenny there. So talking about the tokenization of assets. We have Omniverse Cities going to be there. Charlene Nichols. Let's see here. Who else do I know? Future Tech, Curtis Allison, he's going to be there. Enclave Group, Dave Schur is going to be there. DZ's going to be there from around the blockchain. Famous Dill, really cool artist is going to be there. He does he has a token. He does music NFTs all day. He loves buying people's art. Universal Network, Universal Music Group and stuff is going to be there. Let's see here. Bitcoin merch, for the swag game. Alchemist is going to be there. There's a lot of good. Splinterlands is going to be there. Agro Red, I know him. Great guy. Love playing games with him. We have MetaRides. Mike Hermie is going to be there as well. Let's see. We have Google. Google's going to be there. Government Blockchain Association. And Convergence Futurist is going to be there. Those are Conscious Creators Consulting. I've seen Zach around a couple times. Does a lot of content. It's not my style of content. Some of it's hit or miss. He does a lot of the ad stuff for projects that look at doing things in different countries and it's aimed towards non-token users. So I think it's really good in that aspect. It just doesn't hit home for me. Rogue Bunnies is also going to be there. Victoria Fuller, amazing woman. One of the smartest playmates that I've ever met. What she did is she settled a deal with Hugh Hefner to always have access to the entire Playboy Bunnies IP. How freaking smart was that 20 years ago to think that, like, how that was going to turn that into NFTs? Like, she was doing digital photography and stuff like that, and how she wanted, so being smart enough to sort of understand IP, really, I'm not surprised when you talk to her. You're not surprised. You're like, of course you would have asked for that. That's like, but why no one else did? That is the amazing thing there, I think, and how she's used that to push Rogue Bunnies. She's done an amazing job. So we'll get you, our ticket link for Breathe if you want to do it, if you want to learn more about Breathe, or you're going to have fun. You just want to come to Vegas and have a great time. Next up, finally, we're going to talk about Masari Mainnet. Masari Mainnet is in September 20th through the 22nd here in New York. I didn't get to go last year. I ended up getting stuck on the other side of the country, but we have Coinbase going to be here, Atom Accelerator, Circle, Ripple, Uniswap Labs, Arlington Capital, Filecoin, BitGo, WorldCoin Project again, Hashflow, let's see, Paxos, Government Blockchain Association, Leslie Clausen from 1KX, Crypto Law, John Deaton is going to be there, eToro is going to be there, Chase Devins from Masari is going to be there, Stellar Labs, also, Stellar Development Foundation, Avant-Garde, PayPal's going to be there, Co-Create, Ripple, Brad Glaringhouse, and Garlinghouse. It will be really interesting to hear Brad talk on, what Judge Torres's ruling was on where his personal sales were not securities, but his private sales were of his tokens. And so while waiting for that outline to happen and for either the SEC to appeal that, or what that line of thinking is. So that'll be a really fun interview. Not fun, a really cool deep dive to sort of get into that, because everyone wants to know what happens if something actually does get labeled as security by the SEC. On your end, nothing does. But we'll have a really good explanation from John Deaton and what that means to people. Ledger's going to be there. DYDX, Off-Chain Labs, Coinage, a lot of Boys Club will be there. Natasha Hoskins. We're going to have Superstate. Favor is going to be there. Juniton. Caitlin Long will be there. JP Morgan. Sovereign Labs, Near Foundation, Satoshi Labs. Demio is going to be there. For those that don't know, Demio is a drive to earn where it integrates into your car. And instead of your information going directly to the auto manufacturer from your smart car, it goes to Demio, and then it tokenizes it. And they can either buy that data from you or not. But the thing is they want your data, so they pay for it, and it gets spread out. So it's really cool. Halborn is going to be there. This is going to be Masari. This year is going to be pretty fun. Circles, big powerhouse, going to be there. Centrifuge, Pantera Capital, and Tole from Solana. Foundation is going to be there. So, and Michael Sonenson from Grayscale. We know Grayscale. We've done some work with them. So, Masari Mainnet will be, Masari Mainnet is going to be fun. A lot of, what's the word? The regulation side of things and what's being built out. That's going to be some fun things. We don't have a ticket link for that. We're going to ask for one, in case you want to go. We like to, a closed mouth does not get fed. So if I don't ask, my answer is automatically no. But out of all four of these conferences, I will be honest, the one I'm looking forward to the most is permissionless. The music side event pieces are going to be, I think we might. You didn't hear it from me, so it's probably not true. But Taylor Swift somehow involved. I don't know. People might hate Taylor Swift, but what she does for asset ownership on a musician level is really cool. We will have Blau, and I think we're working. I'm trying to work with Gala Music to get Gala Music there. So for the metalheads, September morning among Just Shockey, Dan the Lost Boy. A ton of different musicians. So the side events are going to be amazing. Austin is known for its music. So no reason why permissionless doesn't bring that music hard. So I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. I see all the lurkers, over there on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. And so we do want to drop Masari Mainnet event into the comments. Out of these four that we've talked about, please let me know what your favorite is. why, and what, obviously, we can get free tickets, but you never know. Maybe I can. But what would cause you to go? You know, and have you been to conferences? How do I get you to a conference? That is what I want to know. How do I get you to a conference? And so as you can see on my back wall, these are the conferences from the last 14 and a half, 15 months between armband, lanyards and wristbands, roughly 92 conferences and counting. If they didn't have a badge or a wristband, still went. I just don't have that proof of attendance. So we just, we're going to Crypto Monday tonight, so that'll be fun. Preempt. So I think they're starting to do Masari mainnet preempts. We're getting ready for another Blockworks permissionless meetup in New York. Zen Crypto is getting ready for an event on October 8th for 1 year anniversary. And have you gone and seen the highest of stakes? And what more have you seen going on in crypto lately? One of the big things that I'm doing a tweet right now on 4 different platforms. With small market caps, just I'm researching them. This is what I'm researching, and to look to see if there's, but Aura, ORAI, Orichain, LCX, Hello Labs. Those are the 3 that I'm looking at, main altcoins that I'm looking at right now to see if there's any movement there, and so really cool things coming out, infrastructure wise. And it looks like there's going to be a new Taco token, through Unlonely app. And so content creation at its finest, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. Like I said, out to our Twitch fans, friends. I don't want to say fans, friends. Our YouTube family, Telegram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Xenon, and just a shout out to everyone. So we're gonna see a lot of great stuff coming up, and we hope to see you guys on the flip side. So as always, we end every episode with the same 2 things, because we haven't figured out 2 things to replace it with, because we don't want to, because we want to keep. We might be the worst daily show on the face of the planet because we are consistently inconsistent, but we want to be consistent on this thing. So we're going to end with the same 2 things consistently. Words of wisdom and the worst, best knock joke on the face of the planet. Words of wisdom are: a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity cannot come a knocking. And if opportunity does come a knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end with the best, worst knock joke on the face of the planet. It's done out of love for those that came before us and those that come out after us. And with that, knock. Who's there?